Okay, and so now what I'm going to do, introduce Antonio Mendoza, and he's going to come up here and take over.
Thank you, Jerry.
All right, good to see everybody back. How's everybody doing?
Excellent.
Good?
Excellent.
They're doing good?
Yeah.
You guys had a good Valentine's?
Yes.
Yeah? Anybody got engaged?
No. Anybody looking for a life?
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody got engaged?
No. Anybody looking for a life partner?
No. Anybody looking for a life partner? It was an inside joke. He was asking who was looking for a life partner yesterday. He got life insurance partner. Alright, so anyways, great to have everybody here. Thank you for our guests. Good to see Tracy again. He visited one of our Menifee groups, and I invited him out here today so he can actually see our group as well. So good to have you here. And thank you for our guests here as well. Coming checking out today to see how you can grow your business through the Mastermind Network. All right, so you know it's not raining today. I know it's gonna probably rain tomorrow, but we're gonna enjoy the weather today, right? So we're pumped, we're ready to go. You guys are excited? You guys excited?
Yeah.
Good. You know, I know I'm seeing a lot of good momentum out there. I mean, who's gotten leads on Facebook this week, right? Right. So I mean, even Tracy, I got a couple leads on Tracy. And he's not been part of the Mastermind Network, right? So I mean, understand that we'll probably go a little bit later as far as how to farm. I know Mike had a couple questions on some of the strategies, what I use. I mean, in the past week and a half, I kid you not, I probably generated over 50 plus leads, not only from this group, but for other members, and even for non-members. So, to try to get them to soon to be, exactly. So it's really focusing on some of the things. And how much does that cost, by the way? How much does that cost?
Zero.
How much did I charge you?
0.
Wait, that's all?
That's it.
Zero?
Yeah. As of yet, I mean.
Okay, yeah. We'll get the check in the mail pretty soon. So it didn't cost you anything, right?
No.
So it doesn't matter. How long do you think it took me to generate a lead for you?
Well, when it's just like focusing on one person, it can take a few minutes.
Yeah.
But
you closed it. Was it closed? Did you close
You're
it?
over here. I'm going to actually talk about it today.
Alright, so
not
we'll talk about-
only did I close one last week, I got one in the works now. The Bonnie Kid. I know everybody. The Bonnie Kids and then I had one that's a wild card that I didn't think that was like a week ago with all these messages. A few of us went on there, did it, and now I'm currently quoting him. So
awesome.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I was gonna say that for highlights, but
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
we'll come back with that with the highlights. But yeah, definitely. So I mean, we have a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of people ask, is this one of those referral groups, right? I mean, if you want to call it that, great. But I mean, I really believe in being a mastermind, right? And really, the point of the mastermind is really mastering your mind, right? And that's really the mindset that you have to have in order to be successful, not only in business, but in anything in life, right? So I know was a couple weeks ago I told you guys about the Chinese bamboo tree. You guys remember the Chinese bamboo tree, right? So it's about the mindset.
You
So
do that every week.
every week?
Yeah.
Want me to tell you
That'll
about
be good.
Want me to tell you a story? Another story?
Hey, give us another one.
Second, put me in the spot.
Give us a special story.
All right, so I'll tell you another story.
All right.
hold on.
Jack put me in the spot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. All right, so today I want to tell you another story since Jack told me to tell you a story. I know a couple of weeks ago I told you guys about the Chinese farmer, right, with the bamboo tree. Today I'm going to tell you another farmer. We don't have to say he's Chinese. He's just a regular farmer, okay? So this was a story about a farmer who used to sell a pound of butter to this baker, right? So he would sell every week. This baker would come in because, he bakes bread and all that, so he needs butter, right? So he would buy a pound of butter every week from this farmer. Now, of course, this baker was also asking, like, when he's like baking his cake or cookies, whatever he's baking, like, I'm curious. Do I really have a pound of butter? Am I really buying a pound of butter? I go to this guy's place. I don't see anything that he weighs or anything. So he was curious about that, and curious mind, what we do? We research, we investigate, right? So what the baker did was he weighed it, right? And guess what? It wasn't a pound. Uh-oh, right? You know what that means? It wasn't a pound. It wasn't a pound of butter. So what did that baker do? What do you think he did? He complained. He actually sued that guy. Took him to court, right? So he took this old little farmer to court. All right. So then the judge goes, "Mr. Farmer, this is old farmer, So, Mr. Farmer, do you have a way that you measure your butter, right? How do you measure your butter to know that you're actually giving a pound of butter, right?" Now, of course, the farmer, this is like an old farmer. It's like, you know what? I'm just a old, primitive farmer. You know, I live with him. I mean, I don't really have a way to, you know, to measure that, but I do have a scale, right? So the judge goes, so you have a scale. So how do you measure if you're actually giving a pound of butter, right? So the farmer goes, well, before I actually started selling to this baker, I was buying a pound of loaf of bread from this baker. So when I went, so every time he goes to buy a pound of butter from me, I weigh it compared to the pound of loaf of bread that he gives me. Right? So if you want to blame me, blame him. Right? So what's the moral of the story, guys? Right? What's the moral of the story?
What goes around comes around.
Right? I mean, there's a lot of morals to the story, but the moral story is, I mean, we're all in business right now. We do business. We're out there. We want to give value first, right? So I always look at it, especially in this group. I like to tie it too, also with the Mastermind Nework, because they come every week. A lot of people, some guests come, or even members coming, and they come and go, right? They're like, oh, I'm not getting any value for that. What you guys are charging me, is it worth it for me? But you have to ask yourself, what's the value you're giving back to that group or to your client, right? That is more important. So when I'm out there farming, like success stories as far as you guys see, you got success stories. I'm not charging you guys when I farm out there, when I'm getting leads. Tracy, how much did I charge you, right? I know I charge you. You didn't get the invoice? No.
Sounds like
It's in the middle.
John F. Kennedy said, it's not what you do for the country, it's what you can do for the world.
There you go. So it's not what you can do for the network. But the point of the story is, I mean, when you guys are out there, it's really, I want you to really look out as far as giving value first. And that's, I know we preach that every week, is giving value to your clients. Not just our clients, and the clients can be our members every week. Going out there and really giving value to each and every one of us out there, right? See, instead of, you know what, who can give me a referral this week, right? I would love to get a referral from you guys, somebody who wants to buy and sell a house. I would love that. I won't say no to that. But every week I come is like, and this started even before I started this group, is who can I get a referral to, right? Last thing I hate is coming to this meeting and not be able to like say, oh, I got a referral from this person. That's the last thing I want, or even a highlight, right? So when we're looking at when we go around and do our spotlights and our, if you want to call it commercials, keep that in mind as really when you're listening to and focusing on the 1 minute or the spotlights from each of the members here, is think, in the back of my mind is, what referral can I give that person, right? Even if it's not a referral right off the bat, is maybe you can say, you know what, I'm working on a referral for you, right? Let me talk to this guy. I know you're looking for a DJ now. You never knew there was a DJ here, right? So whatever the case is, so keep that in mind. And we're actually going to do a little bit different after we do the spotlights today. So kind of get you guys prepared. Once in a few minutes, we're going to do our commercials and the spotlights. After the commercial and spotlights, we're going to actually go and transition to the referrals and highlights and spotlights, okay? So this way it's fresh on your mind, so we're not rushing out here, oh, you know what, for the commercial. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit different. I'm going to try this out and see how that works, so that this way we're not just rushing through that important aspect. We're not a referral group, but we want the members and the group to realize how powerful this group is. Does that make sense? All right, so with that said, thanks, Jeff, for putting me on the spot, though, on the story. So now next we have to tell another farmer story, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
Can I add
Next
something
week,
to
we're
it?
waiting.
Does everybody know exactly what everybody does? You know, I think that's something that if we can provide value to each member, then everybody understands what we do, then it's easier transition, because we are all centers of influences for a lot of people, right? So we kind of have to build our network based on that center of influence. So, for instance, if I know what Antonio does, right? Very well, his process, his belief system, his philosophy, all that stuff is easier to kind of introduce people to. And you can automatically think that the people you care about is send it to him, and it's really an introduction, and now it's a one lead instead of a cold lead. You know? So I take that whole one-on-one, we should all take advantage of that consistently and on a regular basis, because out of sight, out of mind. I can talk to you, Jack, in a month, but if I don't talk to him again in another month, I'm gonna forget what he does. So keep that consistent connection.
We talked about this when we did our sit down. Suggestion that we had was to, like, what do we say, like once a month or something like that, where we would do our same meeting today, same time and everything, but we kind of break off into more of a focus group where there's like 3 to 4 people, depending on how big the group is, which is kind of like an informal sit down where you get to talk more about what you do and how you can maybe collaborate, how you can work together and get to know each other a little bit better, just instead of this whole thing like once a month kind of thing. We had talked about that.
Yeah. Well, that's like, I know a couple members that brought that up. So.
Because building relationships, I think, is the best thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And keep in mind too with this structure, because we only have an hour and a half, and a lot of times people are like, oh, the thought. So we try to put a lot of stuff. Especially this group is a little bit bigger group, so we want to be a little bit more organized. But that's definitely when we. I don't know, for those people in the past, we actually the whole meeting. We actually like once a month or once every other month. We actually put the whole meeting where it's actually we don't have all these set agenda where we actually will do a little workshop or be able to do a more mastermind session. Now, of course, we do have our monthly mastermind sessions that we do. So we kind of like try to save that up for this monthly mastermind session, because that's really where we're really going to go in depth as far as doing a business breakdown or really getting to know each other. So definitely, for those who haven't been able to attend those, definitely I would suggest you attend those. But yeah, we're definitely looking into that. I know Jack mentioned about the one-on-one, right? The speed. What do you call it? Speed dating?
Speed dating 1-on-1.
Speed networking. So.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is what I like in this group, and I'm going to give a shout out to the Raiders because they do it very well. And this is my observation, right? Coming in, and I learned it from them, is that when somebody comes in here that are new, the Raiders actually, it gives them the card, saying, I want to get to know you personally and your business. And I think that's something that we should all practice, because I think that's just, they're on point with that one. And they're the only ones that I've seen that does it consistently. So
Making that a part of your system.
yes, making that as a part of your system.
That's a good point. I mean, I know we preach the choir every week, but I mean that's why it's important. Because we're gonna obviously, you guys know. I mean, we would love to if all the guests join our group or one of our other chapters or groups out there. But the reality is, not all of them will have the time or the commitment to be able to do that. But that shouldn't stop each and everybody here to make sure that you do, like I said, schedule a one-on-one or get to know their business, right? There's no reason that, because like Chiro said, that this is the thing that's going to really change. There's different types of marketing, and actually, I'm not going to talk about the different types of marketing. You can probably watch my podcast on that. But the biggest marketing right now, which is going to be the wave of the future for years to come now, it's called influencer marketing. You guys know that, right? Have you guys heard of influencer marketing? I'm not talking about network marketing. Where's Andrew? Where's the pyramid scheme guy? But I'm talking about influencer marketing, because there's a reason why I'm able to go in there and get leads for them, right? And then we'll talk a little bit more later. But understand, each and every one of you guys have influence, right? You should be able to like, hey, come with me this week. Or, hey, I know this guy who's great in real estate. Or I know this great house cleaner. Or whatever the case is, or a great solar guy. Because you have those influence already with you guys, right? Isn't that true? Each and every one of us has people that we already influence. That's a fact, right? But the power is right now that, well, not the power, but the problem is right now, we're not taking advantage of that, right? So, I mean, there's a difference. Yeah, social media is great, but social media understands it's cold. That's a cold market. That's really cold. So the fact that we're able, for me in a very short time, be able to give a lead to Tony Reyes or even Michelle, or especially like somebody who just started her own cleaning business and now she's having success. That, to me, that's powerful. Do you understand the power of that? In a small scale right now. Imagine 3 months, 6 months, 12 months from now. Not just my influence. I know where my influence is going to go. But imagine your influence that you guys will have in the community out there. So keep that in mind as well. And if you do build that influence, business is just going to come to you. It's not going to be an issue. You want to have to be like me, spend thousands of dollars a month on leads, right? You're going to get business given to you because of the influence that you already have. All right, make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so with that said, I'm going to go ahead and bring Tony Reyes back here. Tony,
All right.
have a little update.
Yeah.
All right. This is fun.
going to do, part of our group is we have a business box here for if you're new or if you're a guest. We're going to pass this around. This has our categories of what categories we have of businesses in here and what's not. Also, there's packets for our guests. Go ahead and take a packet. It makes it real easy for you. And we'll go ahead and pass it around. And members, make sure you have enough cards in there because every week we're utilizing that. So yeah, just to bounce off what Tony says, I mean, the way the way we're kicking off this year is really, really good. And I just want to, like Evelyn, I really want to give it up to her because last month when she was between this, and I'm sorry, I gotta say this, she was thinking about giving up. She was going through that. She was thinking about giving up. We said, look, let's work this out. Let's get this going and keep it on. She kept on, and I'm glad you did because now we can share that, and you know we're with it. So let's give her a hand for that. That's stuff we go through, but I love that. That's the first time we can say where look at if you're thinking about what you're doing and you're thinking about moving on to something, use us as resources. Connect with us. That's what we're going to mastermind. We'll tell you, look, you want to know what's hot? This is hot. You know, it's usually the people we can't get in this group that industry is like health. I keep telling you guys, anybody in the health industry is we're recording this too.
I'm just
anybody in the health industry, like I can get them leads every single week. I mean, and I know it won't just be me either. I see the activity out there. So when you feel those ups and downs, when you're down, definitely talk with us. Pick someone and say, look, I'm struggling with this. Help me out if you don't want to break out and open up a little bit more. So I just wanted to add on to that. The idea that Morgan, it was funny because I was going to come in ready with something, and that's basically what I was going to do. I was proposing whenever we have these unfortunate moments where we have a 10-minute speaker call out, you know, so they get sick or something, that's when we can kind of do and emulate the mastermind sessions. Because one thing I do notice is the mastermind sessions are not getting fully used. You know what I mean? We're all guilty of that. And one way we can do that is by simulating that in 10 minutes. You know, yeah, that's not enough time. But what it does is it gets the idea for especially some of us who do those all the time. They can get with the new people and really connect and show why. You know what I mean? How we can help each other, especially like we were saying when we're engaging individually or small groups. People are more likely to open up, and you're really going to see, whoa, I didn't know that. I can help you this way. I can help you this way. So, or even same industries, you know what I mean? So you can. There's still ways to help each other out there. So, if you guys want to do that today, we can try it, and kind of add it in there. And moving forward, that's something that we can always have. So where we're not, we need someone to speak, and they're not exactly ready. You know, we can use that up. So, another thing I wanted to bring up is I made a fresh batch of jerky yesterday. Some of you may know I've been trying to master my jerky for about a year now. And I'm just about ready. I'm working on one last thing to perfect, and so I brought some for you guys to share. So I'm going to pass it around. And Morgan did come over, and she approved this, that this is good to go. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks, Morgan. You're awesome.
Tell me what you guys think. You guys are my critics right now. It's
Extra
not good on
butter
the market right now. It's just tell me what you think, and we'll go from there. So we got our ribbon cutting to March 14th. If we can get everybody's support to just come on by and go, there's going to be at the Murrieta Chamber at noon. I believe noon. I'm horrible with. You guys notice sometimes I'm horrible with dating times with everything that we're doing. So excuse me if the time is different. Next week's event, just real quick, we're going to talk about it a little later with our marketing coordinator, Jack. But if you want, that's the perfect time to sponsor a raffle prize because we're going to do some giveaways during that event. Whether you're going to be there or not, you can still have something that's for you. And we don't have a sponsor yet. So if you want to, I was kind of thinking about opening it up to you members. If you get with me first, we can kind of make a little card sponsored by. But I was thinking, if you want to bring a platter, sponsor a platter, so we have some hors d'oeuvres there or something like that. Let me know so we can prepare a little something, and let me know what you bring so we can organize it all. Okay. Our Menifee group, guys. We were there last week. They're already packing this. It's a small room, but they packed it. I was so very, very impressed. So I encourage you guys to go visit. They are such a new group that it's like a baby opening their eyes. They have no idea what we're about. We're trying to. We let our leaders do what they do, but it's good when people are coming from this group, the hub of where everything started, to kind of give that influence other than just the leaders trying to keep it up. So please show support. Try to go there. That's tomorrow, 8:30 to 10 o'clock. What's the building called, Sally?
It's the Remax office.
Remax office off of Newport.
Newport and Bradley.
Yes.
8:30 a.m.?
Yes.
8:30 a.m.
Right
Yes.
next to the Sherman-Williams.
All right, so yesterday, Churro gave such a great tip. We thought we'd share it with you guys.
All right.
So I'm gonna bring Churro up here to share this tip. Sorry, he's got jerky in his mouth. That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Only the Mastermind Network.
Yeah, only the Mastermind Network. There we go.
Very good, Tony.
Thank you.
It is good.
Thank you.
I like it.
Appreciate it.
Good job
Thank you.
for hiring me.
Yeah. And how healthy is it? Can I get your stamp on it?
You guys should try the jerky. Really good. I actually got the biggest piece. So, sorry. But anyway, so last night on my mastermind group, we were talking about awareness and stuff like that, and things to actually improve our quality of life. So, what better way to do that is we need to create better habits. You know, that starts with our morning routine, our exercise, the food that we eat, or stuff. But because of our busy schedule, we tend to forget the things that we should do. Right? It's like, oh, I have to run out, pick up my kids, go to the store, stuff like that. So what I did a couple of weeks ago is I was looking at some apps, and if you have your cell phone, go to Google Play and actually download the app called Habits.
This is an awesome app, guys.
It's a habit tracking app, you know? App. So what it does is that you can pretty much systemize, create it based on what you want. And when you open it, it actually tells you what do you want to name your daily habit, and then it asks you questions like, did you do blah, 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 whatever that may be. So write a question that will make it more powerful so that you commit to it.
What's it called one more time?
It's called Habits. It's just, go to Google Play. It's an app, yes.
It's available for Apple and Android.
I believe so.
Is it called? Is that correct?
Yes.
Make sure you download the right app.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
There's one called Bad Habits.
So it's
What does the icon look like?
the icon is blue with a little.
Yeah, there's a few, Churro.
So
It looks blue, the one on the top left?
right here.
No.
There it is.
Oh, bottom right. Oh, with a circle arrow.
Arrow. Yes. So download that.
Get your workout, yeah. Good to do it.
And that's pretty cool. So I started using it, so I keep monitoring what I'm doing. So today, I didn't wake up at 4:30 like I wanted to, you know, bummer, you know, but I also have to see, like, track out the food that I eat. So it starts, sometimes I forget that it's dinner time and I haven't eaten all day, you know,
That's not good.
and that happens a lot, you know. So I have to plug that in because it sets my daily reminders. Like, it's like an alarm clock, pretty much, you know. So I already did my workout routine today. At least I did that, you know. But at least it's keeping me track and creating good habits and eliminating all of my bad habits. And that's really what we have to do, is create good habits, and then we will live a healthier, happier life, and then successful positive. So that's it.
Very good.
Thank you, Sharon.
Good afternoon, everybody. We like to just review our general policies, and again, I try and just do 3 and change it up some so it doesn't get too monotonous. Number 4 says members are expected to arrive on time and stay for the entire meeting. Coming late or leaving early will be counted as a half absence. Number 9 says visitors are permitted to attend Mastermind Connection meetings only 2 times per quarter. Filling in as a replacement for a member will not be counted as a visit. 11 says only members must schedule a mastermind session with the chief mastermind officer and or one of the chief mastermind council members within the first 30 days. So that's 3 of the, let's see, we have a total of 14. Okay, one other thing, we're getting ready to do our 1-minute commercials, and we like to do them a little bit differently because we really appreciate it when the members and guests share victories that they had during the week. That's really important to us. So we like to hear about those victories or anything differently that you're doing. That means a lot to us as well. So please share those with us. Last thing I'm responsible for as well is to let people know what categories are open. And we're still looking for a CPA, a handyman, chiropractor, dentist, health insurance, a hairstylist, photographer, a plumber, that'd be great to have a plumber, entertainment specialist, and a paralegal. Did I miss anything? We're good them all.
Life partner, right?
The life partner.
Life partner, sure. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
All right, so now that's going to bring us to our this is an opportunity for our members. This is where our members stand up and actually give our little spotlight. You have a little commercial that you'd like to talk about, definitely share this with us this week. And in front of you, as I went ahead and passed around for our guests, this is what we use right now for our referral slips. This can also be used, like you guys were talking about, want to do those mastermind sessions, coaching sessions, mastermind sessions, whatever you want to call them. This is really, those really are, I really believe in those mastermind sessions, right? I mean, those are really important. I know we keep arguing like, hey, we should do that this week, but this shouldn't stop you guys to schedule those outside of this group, right? I mean, that's really, I really believe that you should actually go outside of this group and actually, whether it be in Starbucks, at your office, bring them to your office actually, especially if you have a gym, right? Have them come to you and do a mastermind session so you can actually show them your gym, show them your facility, show them your bank, right? Show them your office that you go to with Primerica, right? Whatever the case is, and do your coaching sessions there with them. Does that make sense? And really get to know each other where we're not going to be rushed into doing those one-on-ones or do those little coaching sessions, all right? So, like Al said, if you have, as we're going around talking about our little spotlights or about our business, keep that in mind. So if you know, wait a minute, I know somebody that needs to save money on the auto insurance. Keep in mind. Or maybe you don't have one ready right now, but you say, you know what, Tony, I may know somebody that is actually looking to save money on their pet insurance, whatever the case is. Okay, so that keep that in mind, and then you can actually just let them know that. All right? If that still doesn't, you still can't find a referral, highlight. I mean, we should be able to highlight our members here. Hey, I'd like to thank Tony Reyes for giving me a referral for this lead online, or whatever the case is. All right? I'm gonna go further because I want to make sure you guys don't participate. If that's still, you guys can't find something to talk about, I'm gonna add you guys a wants and needs list. All right? This is all encompassed. Put it all in one. I need a babysitter for this week, right? I need somebody to do my own shit. I don't know, whatever the case is, right? So wants and needs list. Does that make sense? So I want to make sure we're really. I mean, the reason I'm doing this right now is I want to make sure that this is really powerful. I want to make sure the guests as well as the members know, even though we're not considered a referral group, that this is really powerful. That there are being a business made, there are relationships being formed with this group, right? Where it's not just two people. Oh yeah, it's just Michelle and Tony are the only ones that get these in this group, right? So I want everybody to really see that. And if you're a guest, I know you're still new here. You can observe. You say, hey, I like so far what you guys are doing. I'll go ahead and maybe I'll have some questions later on. Does that make sense? Any questions? All right. So anybody ready to start aside from sharing? She always starts every week. Let's start over here. Let's go to Michelle. Say Sherry for that.
Good afternoon. My name is Michelle Chavez, and I'm with Fairway Independent Mortgage. And today I'd like to talk about a way to have people 62 years or older not have to pay a mortgage payment. So imagine what you could do if you didn't have to make your mortgage payment every month, what you could do with that money. It's a great tool for people 62 or older, and it can be just one of the borrowers that's 62. So even if one of the borrowers is younger, they can still do. It's called reverse mortgage, and it's a wonderful way for people to use that money that they normally would use for the mortgage payment and invest it elsewhere where they can make more interest, or they can use it for long-term care, or they can use it really to take vacations, anything that they would like to do. They've been building that equity all this time, and it's a way to use that equity for them to live a better life. So if you know anyone who is 62 or older that would like to chat with me about that, I would love to help them with that. My name is Michelle Chavez with Fairway Mortgage.
one-stop shop for all your insurance needs. I'm an insurance broker with Lazarga Insurance. What I do is simple. I save you money while making sure you have adequate coverage. Specializing in personal lines from small to large, I assure you I can get you covered. And now adding a product that could protect you from any legal issues that may arise. So some of the advantages of my services as a broker is I can provide you with knowledge and give you unbiased advice. There are a variety of companies I work for, and I'm certain I can save you money without compromising coverage. So some buzzwords and good referrals for me are, I need to save money this year, any tips on my insurance savings, or I may have a legal issue that may arise down the road, and maybe there's a more affordable way to approach it. And three referrals I'm looking for right now is a family member who's coming up on renewal, or a friend, a newly business owner, and a prime is someone, anybody in the lending industry. I would like to get more lending partners, so even just to break the ice, that sometimes might help, because a lot of them already have favorite insurance brokers or agents, and I just like to be a second option for that. So thank you, Tony Reyes. Don't be insured, be protected.
Hi, I'm Jack Perry with Southern California Energy, your energy buster, where we first try to find out ways to reduce your energy usage. Second, find a way to reduce your energy cost. And then, and in both residential and commercial. In residential, we usually just try to find ways to reduce because of insulation, reduce the AC usage through other means like a quiet cool system, and then after we've got the energy reduced as much, then we can reduce the cost by putting a solar system, but it's going to be a smaller one because we've already reduced the size of the need because we reduced the energy. Then with commercial, we're able to usually do lighting upgrades and retrofits so that suddenly they're able to save 40 to 70% on their lighting electricity cost. And that's no money out of the pocket. All of the things we do is no money up front, out of the pocket. Everything is just a savings. It's Jack Perry with Southern California Energy.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sally Haugard with Miriam International, and I am a brand partner. I get to my products are the wellness of your skin and your mind, specifically in anti-aging. This is winter time, and here in Southern California, we are a very dry climate. And so it's very important that you moisturize your skin. It's of course important to be drinking plenty of fluids. And with this being just Valentine's Day, this is our power couple, as I like to put it.
And this is not salt and pepper.
This is our night treatment, and this is our daytime moisturizer. They both contain our patented antioxidant ingredient in it. I happen to love our moisturizer. It has jojoba esters and sodium hyaluronic acid and peptides and so forth, but it's really great. For ladies, it helps your makeup stay on longer, and most people who use both our night and day cream, the first thing that you feel is the softness in your skin. So just kind of keep that in mind. And I do want to mention that my company is expanding into Hong Kong tomorrow.
Awesome.
So in addition, we're already in Korea and Japan, but we are doing Hong Kong. So if you happen to have any contacts in Hong Kong or know somebody who knows somebody, I would love a referral, or if somebody wants to take advantage of the business opportunity and build a global business, I will take that referral as well. I am Sally Haugard with Miriam International, and I get to help you reflect your youth. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Stevenson, and I'm with Spotless Cleaning Company. We do residential, commercial, real estate, move-out, move-ins, and basically my referral is anyone that needs their home or business clean. Thank you.
Hi guys, Morgan with Full Body Motivation. I'm a personal trainer and nutritionist. She's recording me. So I have moved over to Self-Made. As you guys know, things are going really, really well over there. All of my clients absolutely love it, and they've just been going on about the energy over there, so I encourage you guys to come.
Where's that
check it out.
location?
We're off of Jefferson and Date in Murrieta. Michelle was like, I'm just moving in. She's been coming 2 times a day. She's been coming to 2 days with me. And she's lost 2% body fat in 2 weeks, so she's doing really good. But a good referral for me is families that want to train together. I'm doing a program for families where, like, I have a mom and a daughter training together. The mom's paying her regular price. Any family member added on to that is just $10 per person for the training session. So that's a really good deal for families to be able to afford to work out together and train together. We have lots of teenagers that do sports training in our gym, and I love training teenagers. So any referral for families that want to work out together or teenagers that want to get fit and train for their sports, send them my way. Thank you, Morgan, Full Body Motivation.
I'm sorry, I didn't know if Tony was going to go, it was going to be me. Oh my goodness, I'm not prepared. Hold on. I'm Al Hogan with the Confidence Shop, where we help people discover the root cause of their illness. It could be anxiety, it could be bad habits, it could be long-term illness or pain. Through the power of their own minds and the vehicle is hypnotherapy. Hypnotherapy is safe, it's fun and relaxing, thorough, and our patients, clients, are always in control of the process. I think that's one thing that a lot of people are always apprehensive about. We are working right now out of St. John's University and Advanced Psychological Associates and Wellness Center in Rancho Cucamonga. I'd like to have an office in Elsinore as well. Get ready for big changes in our look, our name, services, and influence on social media thanks to Lemke Leverage. I offer some services you wouldn't necessarily consider, like pre-surgery, enhanced healing, and boosting your immune system. Just wanted to share, I had some breakthroughs this week with anxiety. I've been working with clients in Rancho and really had some breakthroughs this week, and it was really motivating to all of a sudden just see the light come on for them in handling their anxiety. So that was really exciting. Doing something very different on Sunday. I have a client coming in, and we're going to do a hypnotherapy session so she can find her wedding rings. Very different, very different. So I'm really excited about that. So that's going to be fun. Al Hogan with the Confidence Shop. Thank you.
Now, can she find her husband?
I don't think he wants to be found. That's why he's so high.
Hello everybody, my name is Michael Avalos and I work with Provident Bank. I'm a customer service supervisor. I work in the office in Inez and Winchester. We're a full service bank. So what we're really looking for is to deepen relationships with consumer and business. The major difference between going with a community bank to a larger bank is that we're really get involved with our community. We really help out with our small business. We're there to volunteer. That's about it. I'm fairly new with the group. I was doing my second meeting, so if anybody has any tips or any suggestions for me, that would be greatly appreciated.
Awesome.
And again, my name is Michael. Talk with Nick.
All right.
Good morning, or let me check. Oh, good afternoon. I'm Mike Rager with Primerica Financial Services. Wouldn't you all agree that everyone should have a financial plan towards retirement? Because if you don't, probably depending on Social Security, and I'm not sure how long that's going to be around. So everyone should have a financial plan. Life insurance is the foundation of anybody's financial plan. In the event that something happens to the breadwinner in the family and you don't have life insurance, that financial plan goes right down the toilet. We'll put it down there. Financial plan has to be taken care of, or a financial or retirement plan has to be taken care of by life insurance. I said before in here that you've got Susie Ormond and Dave Ramsey that recommend highly that if you're going to get life insurance, you should do term only. Otherwise, what you're doing is combining up your savings and your life insurance, and you don't know how much is going to each one. So separate those. One of the things that I like about our company was adopted or founded by a gentleman who was a football coach, and his family, his father had died in his early 40s, and his mother had a whole life policy, a cash value life insurance policy, where she got hardly anything out of it. And he found out that the hard way, after his dad had died, what they actually had in life insurance. And he designed this company in order to fight that wrong. So we do what's right when it comes to families. One of the things that we do also is if you have children, some life insurance companies want you to buy a life insurance policy for each child. The reason they do that is because they can earn more money as an agent and as a company because they get money for each policy. What we do is we combine those policies up for everybody into one policy. Each child is covered for $25,000 at a minimum, and up to 10, 12 kids, how many kids you've got, they're all covered under one policy. And another good thing is that they're covered until they're 25 years old. If when they get to 25, they want to get their own policy, those policies are given to them 5 times the $25,000 or up to $125,000 in coverage, and it's given to them without having to prove insurability. So if something happens to one of your children where they otherwise wouldn't be insurable, they have a heart condition, whatever, they're still covered for $125,000. That's one of the great things that our company does. So again, if you know of anybody that has children or know of anybody that has a family that needs to be covered in case something happens to the breadwinner, please refer them to us, Sherry and myself. Again, I'm Michael Rager from Primerica Financial Services.
I'm Sherry Rager with Murrieta, and I represent Financial Services, the investment portion of that. You know, they always talk about you have any success story. I sat down with a lady the other night, and she, you know, we were just talking about what does she want, and that's what we do is we find out what are the goals of the client. And one thing she had $100,000 sitting in a bank, earning nothing. She had $50,000 sitting in another bank, earning nothing. So I showed her some examples of what do you want to do with your money? You know, this is what I can help you with. You know, I don't guarantee rates or anything like that, but I know I can do a heck of a lot better than what the bank is actually paying. So, because my job is to maximize performance, minimize fees, and eliminate or reduce taxes whenever possible. Again, I'm Sherry Rager with Primerica, taking you one step at a time to reach your goals, your dreams. And now, we have our guest. Oh, I'm sorry, Chiro.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Chiro Garcia. I'm actually an independent financial advisor. My company is Strategy Wealth Management. So what is it that I do? I do financial planning, kind of create a plan for you and eliminate all the noise because financial planning is chaotic. So I create plans, help families and individuals save money, and provide legacy for them. So we're using investments and insurance. But the reason why I'm here today is because I want to promote my Temecula chapter. So if you guys are looking for a chapter, come by and see us on Wednesday from 5 to 7. Right now it's scheduled at TGIF. Our guest speaker next week actually going to be our very own Jack Perry. Right? And I know all of you guys at home who have solar probably received a bill from Southern California Edison about saying you have that excess energy cost, and you guys have questions. So if you have questions, that's the time to come and talk to Jack. So, come by.
Now our first guest is Cecilia Soto. She was invited by Morgan, and she is with Lavish Studio.
Hi guys, my name is Cecilia Soto. So I have a skincare studio. I specialize in sugar waxing and chemical peels. I pretty much love making people feel beautiful. So sugar waxing is it's a natural form of hair removal, and chemical peels, obviously, people that struggle with any type of skin issue, whether it being acne or anti-aging. I love to educate on that. I'm also a makeup artist. I've been with MAC Cosmetics for about 3 years now. I went to cinema makeup school in Hollywood, and I've been in several movie sets. So I really want to get out there and be a part of any of our weddings out here in Temecula. Yeah.
Is Tracy, and he's with GST Entertainment.
Hello everybody, and thank you for having me today. My business is called TST Entertainment. It actually stands for Terry, Sydney, Tracy. It's my kids. And been in business full-time.
Are your kids very entertaining?
One's an incredible dancer. But been doing the business full-time for over 21 years. I have singing groups and DJ services, karaoke, specialty lighting, and I'm now live streaming. And type of business I'm looking for event specialists. The casinos and the wineries are fantastic for the services I provide. And anybody looking for birthdays or weddings or anything like that. Thank you.
Tracy, did you say that